Hello everyone, welcome back to Flying is Awesome. We are going to learn how to climb in this video. Climbing can let you change the aircraft altitude during cruising and after takeoff. Before we talk about the technique, we need to learn about the type of climbing. In climbing, we have angle of climb AOC, rate of climb ROC, and cruise climb. The best angle of climb AOC we also call Vx. It is the altitude gain over distance expressed as an angle. For the best rate of climb ROC, we also call Vy. It is the altitude gain over time expressed in feet per minute. You may confuse about both terms. Let's take a look through here. Vx is talking about the best AOC gives the greatest altitude gain in the shortest horizon distance. And Vy is the best ROC gives the greatest altitude gain in the shortest time. Then when will we use Vx and Vy? We usually use the Vx when we need to climb as steeply as possible, for example after takeoff, when there are obstacles at the end of the runway or racing terrain ahead of the climb out. Then we use Vy when we need to gain height as quickly as possible, also for example after the takeoff. Okay, for the last one, cruise climb. For the cruise climb, we will use it when we need to climb efficiently and also maintain a high forward speed. But how I can tell the aircraft is climbing by AOC, ROC or cruise climb? Actually, it is not that hard to find out. You can know it by your climb speed and your aircraft altitude. Every aircraft has its Vy and Vx. For Cessna 172, Vy is about 74 knots and Vx is about 62 knots. And the speed for cruise climb at around 85 to 90 knots. Regarding aircraft altitude, keep in mind that we fly VFR. We keep most of the time looking outside. The aircraft instruments are just for you to confirm the aircraft altitude and performance. It depends on how you sit in the cockpit. For Vy, the altitude of the aircraft should be look like this. You can see the horizon cut through the dashboard. For the Vx, since the angle is much more larger, therefore you will see more sky than in Vy. So that what are the techniques to do a climb? It is not just only pull your yoke. Usually we have three status. Entry to a climb, maintaining a climb, and leaving the climb to level. In entry to a climb, we use a technique called PAT. P for power, A for altitude, T for trim. Okay, let's start to climb. First of all, we need to check the traffic outside, as you don't want to hit anything. And then reach the mixture, increase the power to full and balance with rudder. After that, pull your yoke, raise your nose to climb altitude, allow the airspeed to reduce. At the same time, I'm also trimming the aircraft to nose up, so that I do not need to apply much force to hold the yoke. Then we need to maintain the climb by another method. It's called ALAP. A-L-A-P. A stands for altitude, check your aircraft altitude. L for lookout for traffic. A for altitude again, check the altitude for your aircraft. And the last one, performance, P, check the aircraft performance. For example, engine temperature and pressure, your heading, your speed, and also the aircraft balance. Don't forget, we suppose need to check outside the traffic for every 500 feet climbing. When we close to our target altitude, we use our third technique, APT. I am transferring the climb altitude to check and level altitude by pushing the yoke forward to lower the nose and level the aircraft. Then wait for seconds to increase the low speed to cruise speed. Then I can reduce the power to cruise power setting and finally trim my aircraft to nose down to continue strict and level altitude. But when I should start to anticipate exit the climb, actually I can set 10% of my ROC. For example, right now I am climbing to 4,000 feet. and my current ROC is 1000 feet. Means that I can start to exit at about 3900 feet to leveling from a climb. And then I can use APT to leveling my aircraft to complete my climbing and continue straight and level flight. I'm going to show you again the entire technique about the climbing. Let's say right now I'm climbing from 3000 feet to 4000 feet. To enter a climb, I need to look out for a traffic first, set the power to full power, and then raise the nose, trim the aircraft. And then you can see, right now I'm going to start climb. Then I need to maintain the climb, remember the ALAP, check the attitude, look out the traffic, check my attitude again, and then also the engine performance, aircraft performance, temperature, pressures, speed, my heading, which is going to maintain my aircraft is still under the climbing attitude. And then right now at about 500 feet, and I need to check out the traffic again because I don't want to hit anything. And then I continue the climbing. You can see my ROC right now is 1000 FPM, and then I have to prepare for the leveling from a climb. I'm going to exit 10% of the ROC before 4000 feet, means that I start to APT at 3900 feet. And then I push the yoke, lower the nose, hold for seconds to increase the airspeed. Whereas the airspeed is going to be the cruise speed, and then I reduce the power to cruise power setting, and then trim the aircraft for straight and level flight. And that's it for the completion of climbing. After you learn how to climb, and then you need to learn how to descend, and then we will talk about the descent in the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.